I'm not going to dance around it. The 10th generation Honda Accord is awesome. Not perfect, but awesome.
That awesomeness begins outside. In the pantheon of Honda Accords, this might be the coolest. The fastback profile looks substantive and sporty, while the front has an imposing modern presence. It also looks like it has a unibrow, but the Accord's got the swagger to pull it off. Creep inside, and the design is less radical, but still attractive in an unpretentious kind of way. Interior appointments are soft in the right spots, specifically where you'll be resting your elbows and knees.
For a mid-size sedan, rear seat legroom is absurd. I'm not quite sure what to do with all of this. And despite a sloping roofline, headroom is good in all positions. Yes, even the middle position. I do have to contend with a center tunnel right here, but if I needed to, yeah, I could hang here for a while.
The roofline does slightly hinder ingress and egress. It might be nice if the rear upper door materials matched the soft front doors, and rear passengers would appreciate some USB outlets, but overall the back seats raise few complaints.
There's not much to complain about up front here either. The layout is a monument of simplicity and functionality. All the buttons and controls are where you'd expect them to be. They're clearly labeled, you can see them from the driver's seat, and when you use them, they feel nice. Listen to that click. Oh yeah.
I especially like how the HUD and trip buttons use a larger font since they're further away. Sweet attention to detail. For hauling gear, the trunk provides a healthy 16.7 cubic feet, supported by a wide trunk opening, 60/40 split folding seats, and a good-sized pass-through to the cabin, though the seats don't quite fold flat. Raising the Accord's usability is a big center console, a deep USB-adjacent storage area with optional wireless phone charging, and a driver's seat that offers a wide range of adjustability.
In my case, I can enjoy a commanding 9-3, a relaxed 8-4 with my arms on the equal height armrests, and unlike in many cars, with the steering wheel adjusted low like I like it, there's no obstructions for the gauge cluster. I can see everything perfectly clearly.
Regarding the gauge cluster, it's analog on the right and digital on the left. The digital portion looks sharp and is effortlessly customizable to display the tachometer, audio and phone information, or supplemental navigation directions. We'd be even more impressed if it also showed Apple CarPlay directions, but we're fans nonetheless. Speaking of CarPlay, it's available on all Accords except the base trim, along with Android Auto. Beyond smartphone integration, Honda really has stepped up its infotainment game. A 7-inch unit is standard,
but most Accords will come with this vivid 8-inch touchscreen. I love the bright, colorful, clearly distinguished icons, how utterly intuitive it is to navigate, and the fact you can go to submenus with these physical buttons located around the screen. But mostly, I love the fact that I'm not going to have to complain about a lack of knobs anymore. I bet you'll like that too.
So my biggest concern, the volume knob, has finally been addressed, but you might be wondering, how does the Honda Accord drive?
It drives really well. The brake and throttle are both easy to modulate. Interior noise is a distant rumble. Visibility is good in all directions, and the rearview mirror is wide and matches the shape of the rear glass, giving you an excellent view rearward if you're being chased by the law. For the record, I am not being chased by the law. Yet. When cruising, the steering is as stable as a Clydesdale. That rock-solid highway demeanor is elevated by lane keep assist, which comes standard. That makes it so you almost don't have to steer. Oh, wait, the car is telling me apparently I do have to steer. For roads that curve, the steering wheel lands in the Goldilocks zone, delivering the right amount of heft and direct, predictable responses from the chassis.
There are sportier sedans, and there are softer sedans, but the Accord strikes a smart balance between those conflicting demands. Elevating the latest Accord's road manners is a 2-mode adaptive damping system offered on the Touring trim. Able to adjust its reactions 500 times per second, the adaptive dampers deliver a commendable ride that helps smooth undulating roadways. At the same time, the Accord can be fitted with 19-inch wheels that look neat, but degrade ride comfort versus the standard 17-inchers. As is now common, the Accord features a Sport mode that alters steering, throttle, and transmission behavior. Sport mode also sharpens the 2-mode damping system, though in practice, mid-corner bumps still cause the Accord to wallow and bounce. Thankfully, among sensible family cars, that qualifies as fun. From the driver's seat, a long hood and curved dash make it seem larger than it actually is, but rest assured, the Accord is perfectly manageable dicing it up in parking lots. It'd be even more manageable if Honda offered a 360-degree camera system, but as is, the standard multi-angle backup camera and optional front and rear parking sensors do a good job informing the driver of relevant hazards. The Honda Accord's turbocharged 4-cylinder engine lineup consists of a 1.5-liter that's powerful enough for most buyers' needs, but there's also a 2-liter.
Choosing the 2-liter brings enough lag-free, instantaneous thrust that you probably won't mourn the demise of the Accord V6.
The 1.5-liter engine comes teamed with a continuously variable transmission, while the 2-liter is partnered with a 10-speed automatic that, aside from occasional light jerkiness in stop-and-go driving, is transparent in its operation. Amazingly, either engine can also be paired with a 6-speed manual transmission in Accord Sport models. Yes, a manual. You know that thing where you use your right arm and your left leg to shift gears? Neat. Rounding out the powertrain lineup is the Accord Hybrid, whose 2-motor hybrid powertrain and lithium-ion battery pack deliver primo efficiency for a midsize sedan, along with uncompromised trunk accommodations, a welcome break from previous Accord hybrids. In competitively priced base form, the Accord LX includes dual-zone automatic climate control, LED headlights, 8 airbags including front occupant knee airbags, and Honda Sensing, a suite of active safety aids including lane departure warning with active steering, pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise control, and even traffic sign recognition.
One of the things that Honda Sensing does really well is alert the driver without scaring the driver. In some systems, all the sounds and lights can be jarring, but with Honda Sensing, you get a gentle yet assertive chime and orange flashing to alert you that doom lies ahead, but it's not going to distract you from that doom.
Available on higher trims are heated front and rear seats, leather, a moonroof, and passive entry to accompany the standard push-button start. But for maximum indulgence, choose the fancy touring trim that includes goodies like a helpful and easy-to-adjust head-up display, ventilated front seats, a 10-speaker premium audio system, and the previously mentioned adaptive dampers. Vying for your midsize sedan attention are the sporting and lovely-to-look-at Mazda 6, the easy-driving and newly outrageous Toyota Camry, and the stylish, value-packed Hyundai Sonata, among a slew of others. Stout competition, but man, the latest Accord sure is awesome.
Depending on your wants and needs, there are plenty of good reasons to buy a mid-size sedan that is not the Honda Accord. But if you ask me which sedan is best for the widest swath of the car-buying public, the 10th generation Accord is an easy recommendation.